flight event office on behalf of the Maritime and Coastal Agency. 180 miles west of Shannon, line 95. 45 knots will gust up to 60 knots. Increasing to 35 knots.
Dear President Richard and Joanne, and the distinguished members of the Volvo Ocean Race, good afternoon. My name is Jin Seo Kim, and I'm the Communications Director for the Volvo Ocean Race 2023 to 2025. We would like to thank Henry Stenson, Chairman of the Volvo Ocean Race Board. We would also like to thank the stakeholders and its sponsors, the Volvo Group, 11th Hour Racing, and Blue Water. Please allow me to introduce the members of our team here today. Mr. Woo-Soo Jae, Chairman and CEO of Korean Yacht Federation. Mr. Hee-Soo Kim, Executive of Samsung Heavy Industries. Mr. Kwang Hyun Go, American Yacht Athlete. Mr. Joo Hyung Lee, Mayor of Busan. Mr. Dong Jun Kim, Korean Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. Coming from a person that is new to yacht racing, being able to work on a bid for a race that holds great dignity has been a humbling and a great learning experience. Dating back to 1973, Volvo Ocean Race has always provided us with a thrill and excitement that cannot be matched with other extreme sports. It tackles to the most extreme limits of human survival through its unpredictable currents and climates, making it one of the pinnacles and the most prestige around the world yacht races. Through this bidding, I've learned the importance of persistence. Persistence is what makes or breaks our goals. It is inspiring to see athletes pushing through their breaking points and sailing across parts of the world where humans should never be. It is the ones who continue to the end that finish the 45,000-mile race. We are here today because dating back to 1973, Korea hasn't been able to host and be a part of this great expedition. So we are here to show you the untapped potential and capabilities of one of our most valued cities, Busan. We wholeheartedly believe that Busan will exceed your expectations and will offer great benefits to stakeholders and sponsors. As the slogan says, beyond your expectation. Now please allow me to introduce the Chairman and CEO of the Korean Sailing Federation, Mr. Woo-Soo Jae, to inform you about the geographical advantages and the economic potential of Busan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My dear friends, President Richard and Johan, nice to meet you again. And it's my pleasure to have this wonderful chance to bid for the Volvo Ocean Race 2023 to 2025. Buenos dias. I'm the new chairman of the Korean Yacht Federation, who started working since April 1st, 2019. Thank you very much for your warm support to the Korean Yacht Federation for 28 years. The World Ocean Race is the success event to the which round the world race and has grown up with continuous prosperity. The ocean race is often described as the longest and toughest professional sporting event in the world, and stands as one of the sport's big three events alongside the Olympic Games and America's Cup. This achievement couldn't have been possible if it were not Mark Turner and British Harry Stenson, who chairman of the World Ocean Race, including all of World Ocean racing teams. I personally well known about it from long terms of collaboration with these gentlemen. We are truly grateful for your contributions. Now, Busan is the most famous ocean city of Korea, and it has wonderful conditions, including infrastructures, to be a host of this World Ocean Race event. To explain in more detail, Busan has the most beautiful and biggest marina port, which is called Haeundae Marina. It is safe for mariners in marinas to get on board. Second, Busan has lots of experience as a host city of the world's biggest events, such as APEC, World Cup, IOC Forum, even international yachting races. Thirdly, the marina is a place where ships and people stay, so the surrounding environment should be pleasant. Busan has clear sky and clean ocean. The biggest reef of Korea, which is called Nakdong, and international airport. The starting station of the Super Express train with various entertainments. Finally, it should have relaxing places for sailors to recuperate after such a tough event. Busan has lots of world-class hotels and the best tourism infrastructures. Now, we enter a new era as the event continues to evolve with the addition of the high-tech, foiling IMCA 60 class, a design and technical element. We will race on each the new planet in 2023 to 2025 with an emphasis on competition, youth, and crew diversity. We hope Busan can be part of the next edition of the ocean race. Your continuous support would be warmly appreciated. Thank you again for your attention, and let me introduce Ms. Hsu Kim, the executive of Samsung Heavy Industry. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Mr. Osje. Dear President Richard and Johan, and the distinguished members of World Ocean Race, good morning. I'm Hsu Kim, the executive of Samsung Heavy Industries. First of all, we analyzed our first failure vectors in the past. There were two problems, with the most important, safety. The first problem is the formation of Busan Northport Marina with the Busan Port Authority. This was a case that was mistakenly launched as a political tool for politicians who used it to get votes from the start. The creation of Marina was impossible due to the Busan Northport, especially
it is dangerous to the athletes due to many surrounding ships in the ports. The second problem is the accommodation of visitors' population in Busan. The number of tourists to Global Ocean Race venue is around 2.4 million. Visitors usually have to use planes or passenger ships. However, it is difficult because of the above reason too. So, after consultation with the Busan Metropolitan City and Busan Port Authority, we are in the process of building a complex terminal in the Busan North Port. After handing over the marina of Haeundae to Global Ocean Race, it will ensure the safety of the athletes so that more ferries and ships will dock far away from Haeundae. Moreover, for the convenience of the visitors, we will provide overland transportation. We promise to operate the largest passenger ship in history of Global Ocean Race, to take responsibility for the safety of not only visitors, but also athletes. One of Samsung Heavy Industries' core value is co-property. Our basic philosophy is of thinking about others ahead of our own. We strive for the prosperity of the community, the nation, and the human race. Samsung Heavy Industries has been the first in the world and the best in the world. We've only done the heavy thing by name literally, but now we are trying to achieve more meaning than on our sites through a small yacht. I sincerely hope that you are impressed with the quality of our bid and that you are inspired by our persistent passion to host the 2023 Global Ocean Race. Thank you. And now, I would like to welcome Kwang Hyung-go, American yacht athlete.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Dear President and all of the members up here. My name is Kevin Smith, and my name is also Hwang Hyung-ho. I'm actually an abandoned boy from South Korea. Even until now, I don't know who my real parents are. I was adopted from Busan to America when I was 2 years old. Even if I was an Asian boy who had a small frame, my adoptive parents have supported everything I wanted to do. Looking backward from now, it seemed to be a positive thing which I met adoptive parents in America. If I grew up in South Korea, I might be an ordinary company worker. Thanks for the considerable support of adoptive parents and unconstrained atmosphere, I became one of the members of the winner of the last yacht bubble race. However, the economy of South Korea is constantly changing and growing. And finally, they will be a powerful nation. The South Korean yacht market is one of the proof of that. South Korea has the best condition of development in the yacht market, like my hometown in America, San Francisco, which is adjacent to sea. I had grown up in the best condition with yacht because there were sea and wharf full of yachts in front of my house. This also applies to Busan. There are huge wharf and racing places in Busan. Many tourists are visiting, and there are many instrumental infrastructures such as accommodation, because Busan is the second biggest city in South Korea. If the yacht competition is held in Busan, there's also a huge advantage to International Yacht Racing Union. That is, it will be a crucial stepping stone for extending the yacht market in Asia. Until now, China is the only country which held yacht competition among Asia. Therefore, if the competition is held in Busan, South Korea, the yacht market can be settled in Asia naturally. I firmly believe that Busan is the optimal place to host as a part of Volvo Ocean Race. Thank you for listening, and let me introduce the next speaker, Mr. Ju-hyung Lee.
Good afternoon, President Richard and Johan. My name is Ju-hyung Lee, and I am the mayor of Busan. First of all, it is our honor to be in this position on behalf of Busan City. We are here today to promote Busan, which is optimized for yachting race due to various aspects. Since Busan is a coastal city, it is optimized for yachting. The player's yacht must be transported by a ship, but there already has a big harbor. Of course, yachting stadium, yacht harbor is prepared. We hold domestic competition every year. This year, Busan Super Cup International Yachting Competition was held, and the results were successful. We have attracted many competitions, so do not have to worry about safety and stadium. If the World Cup will be attractive, I promise I will invest capital for higher race quality and stadium. Now, let me show you a short clip of our city, Busan.
Korea's leading tourist destination. One of the world's top 5 superports. Busan, a city thriving with talent, technology, and culture. A city where dreams come true. Let me introduce you to Busan.
As you can see, Busan has already made improvement in tourism and industry. Last year, we received 17 million tourists into Busan, including foreigners and Korean. There already has a famous sighting spot as well as a yacht race. In addition, it has various accommodation facilities, including hotels and guest house. Therefore, Busan is ready. We hope you give us the chance to prove that. Thank you very much for listening. Now, please allow me to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Dong-jun Kim.
Dear President Richard and Johan, and the distinguished members of the Volvo Ocean Race. This is Dong-jun Kim, the Korean Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. We would like to thank you all for participating in this presentation. Yachts are a fusion of science, sport, and leisure. We have held yachting competitions every year in Busan. The 2019 Asian Yacht Sailing Festival was also held, and it was the biggest event ever. the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism, representing the Culture Vision 2030, which grants the diversity of culture and communication with other countries. Yaktim is still unfamiliar to the people in Korea, and there are about 600 players from all over the world in 2019 annual festival. Therefore, I think it would be a great opportunity to communicate with other countries if we were to host the game in Busan. Of course, it should be accompanied with appropriate promotions. The development of the yacht industry is also related to the development of the marine shipbuilding industry and leisure culture. We all know the importance of yacht, and as a central government official, I promise that I'll cooperate with Busan City and Yacht Association to help hold the game. There may have been financial issues in the past games. We'll increase budget allocation, and of course, we'll make it easier to do yacht crew expansion, immigration, and visa issuance. Busan is one of the most famous sightseeing spots in Korea, so there is no need to worry about traffic and accommodation either. We firmly believe Busan is the best place to host a yachting tournament in Korea, and I'll end this presentation with a promise of my unconditional support. And now, here is Junseok Kim once again to conclude our presentation to you today.
Thank you, Mr. Dongjun Kim, for sharing your thoughts on this matter. We firmly believe Busan has all the tools and infrastructure to become one of the world's top yacht industry. Some say that China, Singapore, and Australia are more attractive markets compared to Korea. However, Busan has one of the world's top 5 ports, and the world's 9th, and Asia's 4th largest international convention city. With the recent Northport redevelopment project, Busan has become the gateway to the Eurasian continent and the Pacific, cementing its status as an international gateway. We have also secured the city's status as an international marine tourism city by developing the waterfront to international standards. It will be an honor if Busan was given an opportunity to host the Volvo Ocean Race. It will not only help flourish this market, but also instill a long-lasting impression of the race and its shareholders, like Volvo in Korea. Only a prestigious ocean sport like Volvo can help us tap into the great potential of the Korean ocean sports market. Thank you very much for your attention this afternoon. And we guarantee, if an opportunity is given, we will deliver in a manner which exceeds beyond your expectation. Thank you.